Go ahead, pick up your phone. How many apps are on it? 50? 100? Each one is its own little island, a separate tool you have to find, open, and manage. For the last 15 years, this has been sold to us as the peak of innovation. It's a single, intelligent interface in AI that's poised to become the operating system for your life. In this video, we'll explore how this shift could fundamentally change your relationship with technology. It doesn't just throw a list of links at you. It presents a finished itinerary, tailored to preferences it's learned over time. I've provisionally booked the terrace suite at the Vahigi Palacio Santa Catarina, which has stunning river views and a 5-star rating. This is an engineering project already in motion. It all comes down to 3 key technologies working together. The total cost is X. Should I confirm everything? A button is always a button. Generative AI is changing that. You say, plan a romantic anniversary weekend for me and my wife in Lisbon next month. Instead of opening a complex app with 50 tools you don't use, the AI instantly generates a simple interface with just the controls you need. Remove background, improve lighting, apply, filter. Then, when you're done, that interface disappears. The whole routine of scrolling through an app store, reading reviews, downloading an app, creating an account, and then forgetting about it could become a thing of the past. You would no longer hunt for a tool. You'd just state your goal. Their app stores act as toll booths, taking a cut of up to 30% on digital sales. If one AI mediates your entire digital life, the company controlling it has an incredible amount of influence over you. Switching from Google SAI to Apple SAI might be much harder than just buying a new phone. It could mean leaving behind an assistant that knows years of your personal history and preferences. The next big tech battle won't be for the home screen on your phone, but for the role of your primary AI assistant. A single AI is great for broad tasks, but would you trust it to handle your company's legal contracts or perform a medical diagnosis? Probably not. For critical high-stakes fields, we will likely always want a specialized AI that's an expert in one specific thing. App stores are already integrating AI to improve discovery and offer personalized recommendations, a defensive move to stay relevant. The dominance of that era is now being challenged. We're moving from the cluttered garage of the app library toward the clean, focused workshop of the intelligent assistant. We'll see hybrid models emerge, with apps that are basically fronts for powerful AI agents and AI assistants that still hand off complex tasks to traditional apps. But the direction of travel is clear. Every innovation is moving us away from the old library of static tools. The great race of the next decade won't just be to build the next killer app. This points to a future where a primary AI acts as a general contractor, intelligently delegating tasks to a trusted team of certified specialists. If you want to stay ahead of the curve and understand how these powerful forces are reshaping our world, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. We are moving from a position of command where we have to know which tool to pick. The App Store isn't going to disappear tomorrow. The transition to a fully AI-driven world will be gradual, and there are some major hurdles to clear. We break down these complex topics every week to help you prepare for the future. On top of that, huge questions around data privacy, security, and bias need to be answered. Regulators are already playing catch-up, and these systems will only make their job hard. The new gatekeepers won't control a store. They'll control the intelligence layer that sits on top of everything. The underlying service that performs the action, whether it's from Adobe or Google, is totally invisible to you. Instead, many developers will likely focus on creating specialized skills or agents that plug into the major AI ecosystems. Think of it less like building a whole car and more like building the world's best engine to sell to car manufacturers. A company like TurboTax might focus less on its standalone app and more on building a tax agent that the main AI can call on whenever someone asks for help with their taxes. This doesn't necessarily kill the App Store, but it could strip it of its role as the main destination, turning it into a background utility that the AI uses on your behalf. You're no longer forced to learn dozens of different apps. The interface itself becomes fluid and intuitive. Today, you might have a banking app, a budgeting app, a stock app, and a crypto app. Your spending is up 10%, mostly on dining out, but your Nvidia stock is up 15%, so you're still ahead. You have about $500 in free cash flow. Based on your risk profile, I suggest moving it to your index fund. Sound good? They don't talk to each other. You're the one trying to piece together the big picture. The tech adapts to you, not the other way around. Right now, your phone just sits there and waits for you to do something. The AI-driven future is one where your assistant is proactive. It knows your schedule, learns your habits, and starts to anticipate your needs. Without you asking, it checks the traffic, sees an accident, and notifies you. Heads up, traffic is bad on your usual route. Want me to pre-order your usual coffee so it's ready on the way? He envisions a single, adaptive AI that anticipates our needs, freeing us from the digital clutter that defines our lives today. Find a boutique hotel in the historic district with a great view, and book a table for 2 at a top-rated seafood place for Saturday night. This is the brain of the whole operation. Think of OpenAI's GPT-4, Google's Gemini, or Meta's Llama. An agent is a program that takes the plan from the LLM and actually executes it. This is the game changer. The AI isn't just telling you what to do. It's doing it for you. Microsoft is already building this with its Copilot, and Google is weaving similar agent-like AI throughout its products. The passive assistant is becoming an active agent. We know them mostly as chatbots, but their real talent is understanding intent. They can take a complex request, break it down into logical steps, and figure out the best way to get it done. When you say, "Plan my anniversary trip," the LLM is the part that gets what romantic, boutique hotel, and top-rated really mean in that context. We're talking about a future that rethinks the very idea of an app, and the birth of a powerful assistant that could manage your digital world for you. We've all become part-time digital librarians, curating shelves of apps, swiping through screen after screen, just to find the right tool for the job. We juggle the updates, the subscriptions, and we struggle to remember which app does what. You probably open a flight app to hunt for deals. Then you open a map app to see what's nearby, a review app to find a good restaurant, and finally, a calendar app to manually plug it all in. That's 5 or 6 apps, a bunch of different accounts, and a whole lot of wasted energy just to coordinate. The reign of the App Store as the one and only gateway to our digital world is being challenged like never before. Picture this. You want to plan a surprise anniversary trip for your partner? Right now, what does that look like? The AI understands exactly what you mean. It taps into flight data, hotel inventories, and restaurant booking systems all at once. Section 2. How this is even possible? First, you have large language models. And finally, the most radical piece is the idea of generative interfaces. Section 3. What this means for your daily life? First, your relationship with technology would go from manual to predictive. Second, your digital life would go from fragmented to unified. The trip planning example is just the start. Think about your finances. Finally, this would completely change app discovery and management. Section 4. A seismic shift for the tech industry. The most immediate effect is a potential power shift. For over a decade, Apple and Google have been the undisputed gatekeepers of the mobile internet. An AI-first model challenges that structure. When an AI books your flight or orders your food, the interaction happens between the AI and the airline or restaurant. So, what happens to millions of app developers? It's not an extinction event, but it is a fork in the road. But this future has its own risks. We might escape the App Store duopoly only to find ourselves in a new, more powerful AI monopoly. This is one of the biggest technological shifts of our lifetime, and it's happening faster than anyone predicted. Now, it's important to put this vision into perspective. First, there's the challenge of specialized versus general AI. Second, the technical and regulatory challenges are massive. The computing power needed to run a personal AI for billions of people is astronomical. The truth is, we are entering a transitional phase. We're at a fascinating inflection point. For 15 years, the smartphone and the App Store have defined our digital lives. This shift isn't just a technical upgrade, it's a fundamental change in how we relate to technology. The disruption will be huge, and the challenges are real. But the promise is a more human and intuitive way to live our digital lives.